The shit show is still going, you guys. When men fight back against woke people after the election.
Because a lot of you have been, your mom and dad dropped the ball. A lot of you went through a lot of some hard. Hold on, wait, calm down.
Hey yo, that's physical.
You will be respectful. You will be respectful. I don't know. Relax, then. Relax. You will be respectful. Okay? I'll let you say something, but you will be respectful. Don't grab my stuff. Don't grab my stuff. Okay.
I have my hands right here. I have my hands right here.
You grab my stuff. You grab my stuff. Just I'll hold it. I don't trust you anymore because you came in like a demon.
Relax. Yeah. You came in like a demon.
Don't you have any respect? Aren't you from the
Maybe I am a demon.
Well then love a Christian. Okay. Okay, it's okay that I'm aggravating. Have some self-control. Okay.
I don't have any.
Okay, honestly, I have nothing against Christians or anything like that, okay? But all this is bullshit, okay? You don't need to be here right now. You don't need to be here right now.
What do you mean you don't need to be here right now? Well, you don't need to be here right now either.
This is bullshit. Love is love, and we will love who we want to love. You can go home because you don't need to be here. Nobody wants you here, okay?
So that is the something you wanted to say? That is it. That's what she was fighting to get the mic to say.
The fact of the matter is, we didn't come from no Adam and Eve. We came from fucking Lilith and Satan. Because at the end of the day...
What about that? She's getting cheered for that? Yeah, well, you just are proving my point.
At the end of the day, Eve was right in Satan's dick. And that's how she became Lilith. So you need to go home, okay? Because nobody wants to hear your lies anymore. I came from a Pentecostal home, and I removed myself from that because you know what? Because the thing about it is, you guys just release hate into the.
How was she raised to think that she could charge a grown man, steal his microphone, and talk? How did she think that was going to work out for her?
And like, not only that, saying that we are the ones or the guy is bringing the hate, when she is literally the one who is hating on him. She's the one who is bullying him. Like, you're not better. If he was even the one hating and the camera didn't even record that part when he was mean, well, you are not any better.
Where's your mom? Where is your family?
This dude is doing his religious duty and making money at the same time. At this point, he's just exploiting the mentally ill.
What are you asking?
I'm asking, is America spending too much on foreign aid?
It's an appropriate question for today.
I think it's an appropriate question for any time of the day.
No. Do you know what space you're in?
I'm on a public university campus.
Public space, but this is not public.
This isn't public?
He's literally outside.
Trust me, you're not that guy.
The answer is yes. America is spending too much money on foreign aid. And if you're an American taxpayer and you ain't asking this question, you're insane.
Yes, that is true. That is in a way true. But at the same time, there is a reason why America is the greatest nation and why America is the strongest country in the world right now. And they have also a duty. They have a duty for world order and peace. So I do understand both points, and I think they need to first prioritize within the country before prioritizing outside the country. And that's, I think, what Trump is doing right now, or trying to do.
Being less woke links down to immigration. It links down to inflation. It is linked to foreign policy, all of that stuff. It's all the same.
Okay, sorry. Gavin's mom needed me for a second.
See, another reason that you don't exist in real life is the way you talk. If we were in person, you would be choked out right now.
If we were in person, you'd probably be drunk off your ass and get arrested and thrown in the egg, okay?
See, I would be arrested for assaulting you.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
That's why you talk the way you talk, because you live online.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
People say that, then I see them in real life, and they're just these demure little submissive boys, so I don't know. Baby, listen, if you see me, you beat the shit out of me, okay? Knock yourself out.
You let men f you in the ass. You define submissive.
Do you think about that a lot, Gavin?
No, but
I mean, both of them are funny here. Like, Ay, ay, ay.
Like, you call me a cuck and say I'm submissive? It's insane.
What, you seem obsessed with talking about other men and their sex lives.
You brought it up. You called me a cuck, moron.
You started talking about my shit before you literally started the conversation off calling me a cuck.
Yeah. You define culturally the fall of man. And the way you talk to me is proof of that.
Okay.
Anyway, you want to talk about immigration?
Man, he is so disrespectful. Jesus, such a streamer mentality.
Sure.
Immigration?
Anyway, you want to talk about immigration?
Sure.
He's right about what he just said, and I think the internet makes people more extreme on both sides because people are allowed to say things to other people that they would never say in person. Before the internet,
That is so true. Like they, especially him on his streams, like he says so much and he just talks with no end whatsoever. And the half of the things that he says make no sense and they're so disrespectful. But I'm sure in real life he like doesn't act like that, and he would not say these things in real life to a person. Maybe he would say it to a person that he thinks, oh yeah, that person is respectful, they're not gonna like hit me or anything. But the majority of the time he's in his house, he doesn't get out. So
almost every political debate was done in person, and I think that just led to more respectful conversations.
So can't
that's
white
a
women
reason.
get
Yeah,
an
people
Afro-wig?
behind the internet, like in even the comment section, since I started making these videos, like the amount of hate that I'm getting in the comment section, besides the support, which is amazing, I love you guys, but the amount of hate that I'm getting, like these people, the way they are speaking to me, it is so disrespectful. And I'm sure like if they were in front of me, they would not say these things that they have said. And like it is unbelievable how they speak, how they are raised. I sometimes I'm so shocked and I try not to read the comments, but also I want to read the comments because so many of you are supportive and it keeps me going. Like I actually, and the ones that are hating, like a lot of times it's like just hate, like not even like I'm welcome to be proven wrong. Like if you have an opinion, share it please in the comments. If you disagree with me, share your opinion, educate me if you want, but saying like your face is ugly and I wish you to die, like okay,
And look beautiful in it too.
Led to more respectful conversations.
So can't white women get an Afro wig and look beautiful in it too?
No, I feel like that's cultural appropriation and white women should not do that.
How is that cultural appropriation, but a black woman can put on a blonde wig? How is that?
yeah.
I feel like you're mixing up the lines here.
No.
There's a fine line on what's
There's
right
no
and what's
fine-
wrong,
no.
And that was wrong.
Okay,
No.
So
you want it to be blonde, ginger, whatever, it's fine. But for other women to actually use the same beauty standards that makes you and defines you and changes the way you look into more a beautiful woman or whatever, it's not all right. So I think actually it should be a compliment. If I want to put braids on, or I want, like, that should compliment you. That should say, wow, I think this is really beautiful on you and I want to use it too because I really think it is beautiful and it makes you beautiful. Why is that? I'm not shitting on it. I'm not like putting braids and then putting shit on my head. Like, what's going on?
putting on a afro, why is that wrong?
Because I feel like an afro has so much culture in African history, and white women should not appropriate that.
But do you not understand that black people, we use everybody else's culture? Like, stuff we eat come from the Italians and white people. So can black people not eat pasta and pizza now because it comes from another culture?
Womp womp. The best part about culture is sharing it with other cultures. I love sharing cultures. One day I'm eating soul food.
Yeah.
The next day I'm deep throating 3 steak tacos chased by an horchata.
And not only that, like, you live in America. Yeah, like, you definitely live in the wrong country if you are not ready to share.
Do this your song? Donald Trump literally did
I hate this
everything
word.
possible
Literally.
to lose the selection. Like, Huffington Post had the best headline. Huffington Post said he ran a campaign, he ran the most racist campaign in modern day history and smoked it. Didn't just win, Smoked it.
Stop it. How is it racist?
Oh, cut it out.
What?
Smoked it.
How is it racist? Nobody falling for that shit no more.
How important are women's rights?
So important. It's valuable today more than ever because a woman should be able to have her choice over her body.
By women's rights, you mean the right to an abortion?
The right to be able to vote, the right to be able to have an abortion.
Well, women have the right to vote.
Right.
Yeah, it's not taken away.
Here's the thing. You're a man. You are never
That's
gonna
sexist.
Ain't nobody trying to get
That's
either of those women
sexist.
pregnant. She couldn't even fit in the screen. They had to turn.
Oh my god, the way he said that's sexist. Like, he's playing the same game. This is the thing, like, men would not have ever treated women like that and said, oh, that is sexist, that is racist. Like, they would not call out these things before. I feel like it just started happening now because they are the ones who are always calling these things out. And like, there, it doesn't matter what you say, somehow they will make it sound like you are racist, sexist. Like, they will find a way. All right, they will find a way to brand you.
Ain't nobody trying to get either of those women pregnant. She couldn't even fit in the screen. They had to turn their phone in.
And we're not gonna body shame. Like, there are men who like these body types. Like, we're not gonna go there. All right, you don't know the reason why she looks the way she looks. It could be health issue, health problem. It could be like, I have PCOS. It's so difficult to lose weight with PCOS and hormonal disbalance and insulin resistance and stuff like that. Like, we're not gonna go into that. So body shaming someone for doing something that it's out of their hand, it's really mean. Like, if something is out of your hand and you cannot do anything about it, people should not call it out and they should not abuse it against you. Of course, there are so many people who made it a choice to look the way they look, but there is also a lot of people, and we don't know behind it, so we should not even go there. Yeah.
The landscape mode just to get her in there. No, but in all seriousness, in the modern world, when women are talking about women's rights, it's just a euphemism for abortion.
There are not late-stage abortions.
Yes, actually there are. Here, I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to call an abortionist for you, ma'am.
Call an abortionist? What does that mean?
William Hearn, Boulder Abortion Clinic.
Thank you for calling.
He might still be.
Dr. Hearn's answering service. How may I help you?
Hi, yeah, I just figured out I was pregnant today, and I'm like really far along. Like, I'm like 30 weeks. Can I schedule an abortion with you all?
Let me see if I can help with this. One moment here. I mean, right now you're calling the answering service, so I can't actually schedule that appointment. What I can do is route this, like put in the request and just have the office call you back.
You got me.
Sure, that's fine. On the website here, the website says third trimester abortion, so I guess that would be, yep.
Accurate, yeah.
It is accurate. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, accurate. It's on the website.
If I'm in this grass, surely that's
interesting.
Okay, right?
No, because your crowd won't be.
Well, I can't control the crowd, right?
Right, but we can control where you are. And that's
no, we
right
should
now
not be able
blocking
to control
traffic, and that's the one thing you can't do.
All right, well, I'm not blocking traffic.
He literally is not.
You're responsible for the crowd as well. Yeah.
I don't believe I am.
What crowd?
Not how it works.
Well, I mean, it kind of is, right? Because this is a public university and I'm on public property.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. He's cooking.
If the radical left wing continues to define the Democratic Party, they're going to continue to lose. You know, reports are coming out that Kamala Harris didn't go on Joe Rogan's podcast because she was afraid of the backlash of progressive staffers who didn't want her to. The LA Times didn't endorse Harris because she was too right-wing on Israel. And we see what's happening. As Corinne said, 70% of Americans agree with Moulton on this. And Americans, as they showed us last week, do not want to live in a tough gender studies seminar. They don't want to be told that their eyes are deceiving them when they can see plainly that it's not fair that a biological male would compete in women's sports.
What's demigender?
Yep, it's not fair.
So that's a
What's a
term of the
demigender?
people that are eligible for that particular scholarship that is available to. It's a person who looks at their gender in a different.
Wait! You are giving schooling preference to people who have gender identity problems or different gender? Like, huh?
Way than I.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything? With education and rights?
Well,
sure, I think I misunderstood this. I think I'm dumb for this. I think I misunderstood. There is no way. I'm going back. I am going back. Okay, let's do this.
Compete in women's sports.
What's demigender?
Demigender.
Sir, that's a term of the people that are eligible for that particular scholarship that is available to.
I cannot believe that there is a scholarship that is only available for demigenders, which are, in my opinion, demons, identifying as demons, demigenders. That makes sense.
It's a person who looks at their gender in a different way than I do, sir.
Well, sure, that's all of these people. You're a cisgender man. You don't even get to apply.
Well,
do you know what demigender really means?
I'm not really sure, sir.
Right.
He's so scared to even identify. Like, people are even scared to describe what something is because, God forbid, they misspell it, misdescribed it, like don't describe it the right way, and get so much hate for it. Like, it is so complicated. My brain does, like, I cannot keep up. I cannot keep up with this shit. Like 50 Shades of Grey here.
Agender means? All one word, not a space gender, but agender.
No.
Sir, I don't.
But
Right,
you
so
are giving
here we
scholarship
pushing
money.
a fellowship.
Yeah.
Calling for people that you don't even know what the words mean. And the number one group of people, the cisgender men, are excluded. Now, in the
That's
name of
discrimination.
diversity, equity, and inclusion, should we be pushing programs that we can't define that exclude the largest group of service members?
No,
I had to look this up, but
that
a
is
person who-
okay. Agender, denoting or relating to a person who does not identify as having a gender. Brother, people are gonna start effing lying just to get scholarships. Like, what are you doing?
Who's agendered is a person who doesn't identify as either gender. And when were people who don't identify with the gender ever discriminated against? Heck, and when did these people ever even exist? This is such a level of silly that it can't be chalked up to incompetence.
This
has
silly.
to be
It
devious.
is so
Just think
silly.
about the level of delusion we've
devious.
gotten to in the last 6 years. We have a lieutenant general talking about being agendered. What does that have to do with the military? I'm telling you now, China and Russia don't care about your gender. Those bullets is rated E for everybody.
Those bullets are rated E for everybody. Oh my God, this killed me. This is so perfect. This is so perfect. And this is the thing. There are people, I'm not saying everybody, but there are people who are gonna abuse the system because of that. This demigender thing, this is abusing scholarships, brother. Like, this is, and there will be people who are going, okay, I am an agender, I am this, I'm not a cisgender, like, I want that scholarship, you know? Easy as that. Easy as that. Like, that's crazy.
Democrats have become like a royal family that, because of so much incest, has unfortunately had children who are retarded. The same thing can happen to ideas if they are also conceived in an atmosphere of intellectual incest. Maybe take the clothespins off your noses and actually converse with the other half of the country. Stop screaming at people to get with the program and instead make a program worth getting with.
That is so
he's wearing
true.
a shirt tighter than me.
Right. Well, pretty much all my shirts are tighter than you.
Oh. I mean,
that actually hurt my feelings.
Come on. She should not get her feelings hurt for that. Man, you have to be able to receive those jokes in order to give them. Like, we are equal, okay? You call me a fat ass, I call you a dumbass. Like, this, it should be completely, you should not get offended about everything, you know? It's crazy. My best friends are people who don't get offended, and they give me back everything I give them, maybe even double, you know, and I love it. I love when it stings. I love when it hurts. Oh my God, that sounded so weird. Not a fart. I don't like when a fart I meant sting, like hurts, not stink, like smells. Jesus.
For 4 years, but we can't anymore. If you allow people to get away with things that are completely over the top and outrageous, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to like slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're gonna get more of it. There has to be a point at which dad comes home.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
I mean, even if that is not the case, there should be a bad cop, good cop in a good, healthy parental atmosphere. Wording.
Dad comes home and he's pissed. Dad is pissed. He's not vengeful. He loves his children. Disobedient as they may be, he loves them because they're his children. They live in his house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior. And he's going to have to let them know. Get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when Dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a bad little girl, and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no,
that sounded
it's
sexual.
not going to
What
hurt
the
me
fuck?
more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not going to lie. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this. And you're only going to get better when you take responsibility for what you did.
Facts. People were bullied. People lost their jobs.
Listen, I am against spanking and hitting, but I have to admit, I got raised in Jordan. In school, they had this system, especially the first 3 years of education. I don't think it's there anymore. But back then when I was raised, if somebody did something wrong in a classroom and you don't call that person out, the whole classroom has to pay for it. And we would pay for it by showing our hands and getting a roller on our hands hit by the teacher. All right. And our parents knew about it and our parents allowed it. It was not a problem. And that actually taught us a lesson or two. I have to admit, that actually taught us a lesson or two. I'm against hitting children. I'm not going to hit my child, but I'm definitely not going to be a yes mom kind of person. Like, there will be rules. There will be a way. I will find a way. I will figure out a way to share love but also respect at the same time.
People lost close relationships all because of this type of thinking. And I understand their frustrations. For the past few years, people were called racist, sexist, misogynistic, had their character attacked just because they had a different opinion. Now that the right's in office, the worst thing they can do is focus on revenge. All the right has to do is to focus on solving problems that people are dealing with in the real world and let the left continue to eat itself by focusing on silly world. If the right can continue to stay on track, it's going to be a while before the Democrats win another election. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special as a help brother out special. Hit the like and the subscribe.
Make sure to like the
for more
video.
content. Till next time.
We need you to like the video. Oops, sorry. We need you to like the video. It is very important. Not only like this video, but the original video and all of these videos that are sharing this type of aspect. Like, I honestly think it is important. It's right now where people who have been tamed for the longest time have a voice again and share it. On Twitter, the loudest were the woke agenda people. And I'm not saying woke as a, like, I'm not going with the equality thing and the fairness. I am all for it. I'm not gonna like specify and group all people into this. But the loudest were the worst, to be honest with you. There are a lot of people who are into equality and fairness, and they are normal, and they would identify as woke, but they are still normal people. But unfortunately, these are the people who would be tame as well. They would not really go into arguments, and they would not go into Twitter and spend their whole day on Twitter or X or whatever, you know? The loudest were the most obnoxious, and those are the ones we are in a way fighting against. Like, this needs to stop, and it's finally time to stop.